And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
44. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
13.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
21. Here we go. Check. Watch twist.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, Wood.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
I'm going back to you. Check.
21. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
White. Five. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Watch out. Two. To the mic, boys. 42's the mic. 12, fellas, here we go.
Nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now Rashad Penny. Open space inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
We're going to shut you down.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Bryce Love, played collegiately at nearby Stanford. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Mike, check. 59. Hey, exit.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Hey, hold. Check 24. 6-6, pull it high. Watch the ship. Rush in.
On first down, here's Love. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it. That's St. Brown, touchdown Packers. The 3-yard touchdown pass, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Watch twitch.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, switch gears.
Under team.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
44's the mic.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Let's go, Heavy.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go. Hey, alert. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Check 50. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
42, Mike 42.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Mike 42. Hey, watch the slant. Mike's 4-2. It's a party now. Watch twitch.
Garoppolo now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Here we go. 180!
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Six. Smoke.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check. Watch the out.
On play action, Allen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Time to go. Night. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check, 59. Hey, Echo, switch up. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the curls.
Here's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go.
And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
54. Hey, Steve 6.
On play action, Allen. And this one complete to Burnett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Touchdown, Packers. From 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after try forthcoming.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Check nine.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Hey, high 7.
42 the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
Lock.
Watch the edge.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check 37. Check 37.
Check safety. Check safety.
Lock.
Spoke with the mic. Mike spoke.
Go. You better bring it.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Garoppolo again. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go one more.
Twenty-one.
Check.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 42's the mic. We don't want this. Stop. Mike 42. Mike 42. Pick me up. Here we go. Check. You go take.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquis Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Sponge. No. Switch.
12.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, alert!
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Mike 5
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and then start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
So this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Mike Spartan.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a give running right is Love. Room here to run. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Allen now looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Come on. Check 13. Check 13. Kill.
Now Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tight dog. Hey, alert. Hot. 13. Hey, Foxtrot. 44. Yeah.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the run, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here we go. 11. Check.
They'll run with Penny. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike, 36. Let's go, D. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, Haywood.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike's 4-2.
21. What we got? Hey, Mike's 40. Hey, Delta. Wow.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check 49, check 49. Hey, watch it, watch it.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
11.
Tighten up.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 22. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
65.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, Garoppolo over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
13. Check.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check. Fresno. Check. Lucky. Deuce.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Rashad Penny, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Here's Love again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Geis. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
54, right there, 54. Hey, Charlie! Hey, one set. Check right, 54.
To throw, it's Allen. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Big hookup there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Allen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
54. Mike 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Big end. Switch.
One, Omaha, man.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
21. One, Omaha.
42.
5.
You get tired of seeing me.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
36. Kill. Check 99. Switch. Kill.
On 3rd down, Penny. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Undercrunch. Middle.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Exit.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Garoppolo on first down. That's caught by Penny. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. This is Penny. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. I'm coming.
12, fellas, here we go.
44 is the mic.
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Mike 54. I got wide.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?